For me, I guess, as for now, it's the most memorable thing I've done in my life.
For me, it was like a child dream, So it was really good.
I think yakisoba.
And how's Japan?
It's cool. I'm here second time, and I love it. She's first time here.
Oh, I see.
I love it too.
What brought you to Japan?
So I've always wanted to visit Japan when I was young, because it was like a country far away with different culture, and I was astonished. I watched some YouTube videos, and I think that was main motivation for me.
I came here because Vladimir told me about Japan, and I was very excited. I decided to visit it myself too.
Okay, so what kind of image did you have of Japan before you come?
I think I didn't have like a lot of knowledge about Japan, just some YouTube videos and travel blogs. That the country is clean, the food is tasty, like something general, and I guess it's quite close to what I thought before and what I thought when I came here. Just I saw it in real life, and I understood what people told in videos and other kind of stuff.
I didn't have much expectation, but I saw, of course, some videos of Japan, some aesthetic photos. I knew that it's a very different kind of culture, and I wanted to experience it myself, so it's interesting.
Okay, and what was the most memorable moment when you first arrived in Japan?
I think for me that everything was very different. I didn't have a lot of context. For example, when I come to Europe, everything is quite similar. Maybe language is different, but it's close to where I live. But here, everything is totally different, and I think that the rail system is different. It was a bit difficult to understand. The food is different, so I think that generally all the small factors combine in big one, and that's what shocked me, I guess.
Yeah, also that the streets are very, very clean, and also all the people are dressed very stylish.
Yeah.
How's the Russian street?
So we live in Moscow, and it's capital of Russia, and it can't represent Russia as well as a whole, since it's capital, there's a lot of money, it's cleaner, bigger, but I think compared to general European countries, it's cleaner than, for example, Rome or Paris, but it's not as clean as Tokyo, for sure.
I see. So Tokyo is the best, cleanest place?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So what feels most different compared to your country?
Everything.
I think everything. So the most shocking thing for me is when we have some road repairs, you have to find your way by yourself. But here in Japan, you have special people who tell you how and where you have to go. And for example, today when we tried to get here, there was some road repair, and there were like two people on one side and two people on another side, and they told clearly how I could get from one point to another one. And in Moscow, you have to find out it by yourself.
What's your impression about Japan?
In Japan, it's really respectful, really clean, organized.
Organized, yes.
Everything. Europe, in France and Belgium, a lot of people don't wait. For example, for the train, they don't wait in line. It's a lot of people who are waiting. They are pushing you, etc., etc. It's really different, but really nice. Yeah.
You have a very respectful culture, and it's very pleasant for tourists to have this side.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, we love the Japanese culture because we saw a lot of anime, manga, and a lot of things. So it's very cool to be here. And we also visit some craftsman artisan.
Like a wallet? What did you...
Gold leaf manufacturer, lacquer, also ceramist artisan, and we enjoyed it a lot, and they are pleased to communicate about their work, so it was very, very pleasant, yes.
I'm glad to hear that. So how's Japan? Do you enjoy?
Yes, a lot.
Which part was the most favorite things you had in Japan?
The food.
As a fan of cars, I mean, we went to Daikoku and for me it was like a child dream, you know. So it was really good. The culture around the car here is really interesting for me.
But back in your country, you have any Japanese car? Do you own one?
No.
I don't, but I hope one day.
Which brand do you want to buy?
I would like to have a Nissan.
Nissan.
A GTR, yeah.
So how's Japan?
Oh, it's been really good. I've been here for 5 weeks now, and I've been traveling through the cities, through the countryside. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I only came 3 days ago, and I'm only going to stay in Tokyo as well. But so far, I'm really liking it. It's very clean. Everybody's very nice. And even though I only speak English, the people in Japan always try to communicate with me.
And what kind of image did you have of Japan before you come?
I think that the people are very introverted, but it's always really punctual, really clean, and very, orderly.
Yeah, I've had the same basically. So that it's a very clean country, a very safe country, that the people are very polite, and that there are a lot of laws that you have to obey, so you don't make a nuisance, yeah.
And what was the most memorable moment when you first arrived in Japan?
I think for me, when I went from the airport back to my hotel, just the punctuality and how clean the trains are. Everybody was quiet on the trains and was very disciplined, yeah.
Yeah, and I think also how everyone always stands in a straight line, because in Germany everyone comes from all sides. So, yes.
Yeah.
We have an organized line when you go to the excursion.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
I was very surprised with the smoking laws here in Japan, that you're not allowed to smoke on the street and anything like that. I've never seen it before anywhere in the world, but I think it's very good as well, just because there's not going to be that much littering on the street and you don't disturb people. I think it's a good thing.
How's the rule in your country about the smoking?
You can basically smoke everywhere. So,
Oh, really? So you
yeah,
don't have
maybe
any
inside you
rule?
can't smoke, but in restaurants, outside, on the street, you can basically smoke everywhere, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And also your cigarettes, everybody just throws them on the ground, and yeah.
I thought like Germany has a strict rule about everything, but
No, not for smoking.
And what was the hardest thing about traveling in Japan?
For me, I'm a vegetarian, so it's pretty hard to find food without meat or fish or anything. Yeah, that was the biggest struggle.
So as you told me, you're a vegetarian and you have a lot of difficulty to eat everything in Japan. But what was the most good things you eat in Japan?
I think yakisoba.
And how has your impression of Japan changed from before to now?
I think before I always thought like everything are those like old streets and temples, but especially when you're in Kyoto and stuff, it's a big city and you have a lot of those streets, but it's just not everywhere.
For me, I thought, especially in Tokyo, that it's just many big buildings and no green parks or anything like that. So I was very surprised to see that many green parks, trees everywhere, especially in Tokyo. I think that's the biggest impression change that I've had.
And what feel most different compared to your country?
Just how the people are, 100%. Everybody here is so nice. They're pretty introvert as well. And in Germany, I don't think you could ask anybody on the street anything. They would just swish you away. So I think the people are very different. And of course, the whole culture, yeah.
Crazy, look, inside my pocket, I got it. Oh, see, we clown around and then sometimes it's like this.
So going.